Okay, in, dying as normal. Okay, so I'm suddenly feeling a lot more confident about this game. Oh, I just cleared all this atmosphere in here. I'm really don't think I'm in all that much danger anymore. I'm going to keep playing for a little bit longer. I thought I was out of the woods earlier in the game when I first got water, but it turned out I wasn't. Now I've got this greenhouse going. It feels like I'm pretty safe. In fact, I'm going to start doing what I probably should have been doing much earlier and making the base out of steel instead of making it out of iron. I actually think steel uses a lot less iron. I've been having iron problems this game, whereas usually I use steel a lot to build. Um, and so the reason I'm having iron problems is because when you build out of iron, I think it costs a lot more iron. Steel sheets only cost half a steel each. And I mean, you get steel, from iron, but it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. So, 150 iron and 50 coal gives you 200 steel. So you actually get more steel per iron. And even the steel frames are cheaper. A steel frame only costs 2 steel. Iron frame costs 4 iron. A steel sheet costs half a steel. An iron sheet costs 1 iron. So the actual frames, I've actually made a mistake by making everything out of iron frames. My floors out of iron frames. I should have been doing steel frames this whole time. Um, the big problem of using steel is you actually have to make the steel in the furnace, which uses up oxygen and hydrogen, volatiles. Right, why am I harvesting these? I don't need to. I'll do it anyway. So it's actually far more material efficient to use steel than it is to use iron. The only thing about the steel walls is it doesn't use steel sheets for steel walls, for kit walls, which are made out of steel, but instead plastic, which is made from silicon. So if you don't have a lot of silicon, then steel's no good a choice for the walls. But if you've got a ton of silicon, and I have more silicon than what I know what to do with, so at the moment, it's far better to use steel. So here I am trying to just use iron, use the minimum materials I possibly can. Yeah, I'm going to leave this on. The temperature in here is 34 and dropping. Yeah, this cooler is now actually reasonably effective. Okay, so I've got tomatoes and potatoes growing now. I need to put this monitor in a place where not only can I see it from my base, I also want to be able to see it from outside. I really want it somewhere in the middle. I'm thinking I should just put a wall down or a window, just like here or something. It's in the walkway, I know. But just put it down somewhere where it's not going to be in the way, and just hang the monitor from it so I can see it while I'm in my work area. I want to be able to just go, oh, there's the monitor. While I'm outside, out there somewhere, I can just say, oh, there's the monitor. I can see the temperature. There, it's not very convenient. I can see it from here, but I can't see it out here. For now, I might set up a logic switch, which allows me to turn the cooler on and off outside from in here, basically, not from outside. Alternative, the better way to do it is just have an automatic system, but that's very intense, logic-wise. Not what I need just yet. I don't need an automatic system, in particular because I'm going to upgrade this furnace, this area. So I'm waiting for the sun to go down. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to start laying the foundations for a bigger area. So I need steel. I'm going to do everything in steel from now on. And if I need to make more steel, well, I'll just make up use my fuel. Of course. Okay, let's get some water. I'll just make some fuel, oxygen and hydrogen mix to put into the furnace. And I'll just make a big batch of steel. I'm not worried about using oxygen anymore like I was before. So we need steel in here, and we need silicon in here. Okay, the panting has stopped. I'm all good now. Whoa, what? Oh, storm. Okay, I thought I'll just quickly bang off some steel frames and then charge outside. I don't have to be so quick anymore. Glass. I actually do need glass. How many walls am I going to need? Honestly, I want to just do the entire base in steel. It'll look really good. I can deal with the fact that it's vacuum because I've only undersided my walls with the iron. I can topside them and then rip up the bottom sides afterwards if I use steel. All these iron walls, I can, I don't know, make another base somewhere else. Set up a little outpost somewhere, a little mining outpost a long way away, and then I'll have an extra little place to shelter during the day. I don't know, something like that. I like doing stuff like that, just having outposts around the map that I can just take shelter in, which doesn't interrupt my mining operations. The thing is, I can't replace these with steel frames. I can't. Well, I can actually rip up these ones. I think. I actually think I can. I could. I got all the time in the world. Oh, maybe not. This I might be built on a crescent, on a crevice. Yeah, if I want to rip these up, I have to like dig underneath because I can't be sure that there's a crevice underneath. I could be letting gases in my base. I have to dig underneath, put stuff on the bottom side like a bunch of walls, then I can rip these up and then put them down and replace them with steel. So replacing these with steel is very, very difficult to do. Very difficult. Let's get a bunch of glass to begin with. Something I'm definitely going to need. There's a storm going. Where did I put my iron? I chucked it back in here. I'm going to need duct tape. Duct tape for the storm. Oh, how do I get it in the tool? There we go. Cool. Glass. I will need a ton of glass. Glass is pretty expensive silicon-wise. How many walls am I going to need? So 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 by 7. 4 by 7 is 28, plus I have to add the actual side walls. So 4 by 7, 28 will do the roof, then 4 across, and then 7 across, that's another 11. So I need 31 glass. There we go, 31 glass. I'm going to need 31 plastic. I'm pretty sure I've already got 31 plastic. Yeah, 38, easy peasy. I want some duct tape. I've actually got a lot of duct tape already. I'll get a bit more. Turns out these storms are pretty vicious. So we'll just, we'll grab like 3 more. And yeah, these kit walls, I won't waste them as such. I'll put them to use. Oh, 3 more. I got my 3 more. I end up with 4 more. Oh, yeah. If you're going to use duct tape to deal with storm damage, it gets really expensive really quickly. So I want steel frames and steel sheets. How many steel frames do I need? 3 by 3 is 9 plus another. I can't add. 7 plus 9, 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 steel frames and 32 steel sheets. Is there anything here I don't really need? I mean, yeah, battery. I haven't done my batteries in ages, so yeah, 20%. Yeah, that probably needs to be dealt with. Um, I really don't need to carry this spare battery around with me all over the place. If I need power, I just take it out of something else. Yeah, it only costs 2 steel for a steel frame. It costs half a steel for a steel sheet. So it's basically 3 steel, which is less than 3 iron for a frame. For a filled-in airtight frame. Whereas if you make them out of iron, it's 4 iron for the frame, and then it's 2 sheets, which are 1 iron each. So it's actually half the cost to do steel frames than it does iron frames. The only issue is making steel. That's the only difference. You have to make the steel, which requires oxygen. I mean, I haven't stuffed up because I have had needed to conserve all my oxygen this game. But now that I'm just readily producing oxygen all the time, I'm not very concerned anymore. Let's get this here. Let's get one more steel frame. Temperature in there is 27.9. Those crops look like they're done. The thing I like about tomatoes is so they are done actually. The thing I like about tomatoes is, stop. Okay, I made an extra steel frame by accident. No biggie, I'll use it. I'll use it. So iron sheets. No, what am I doing? Steel sheets. So the thing I like about the tomatoes is that you can, just by looking at it, you can see that the crops are done, that they're ready. That's what I like about it. Oops. I like that I can just peek into the room and go, oh, crops are done, because it's like all red in there from the tomatoes. Pumpkins are the same as well. The problem with pumpkins is they don't stack. You have to carry each pumpkin takes up an individual square. With tomatoes, they stack in stacks of 20. The soybeans stack in stacks of 100. So, it's a bit of a trade-off. Wheat's pretty good. I think that stacks in stacks of 100, and you can actually just see, because it goes like a yellowy color when it's done. These sheets are taking forever. I want to hop in the greenhouse and plant more tomatoes. Look, that'll do. Let's get the tomatoes planted. Oh god, I'm not actually going to have time to build stuff anyway, so it's pointless me holding any of this stuff. I need to hold the duct tape. Okay. I need to rush out. See where the solar panels are pointing? The sun's going to come up pretty soon. So I want to get out here and get everything repaired. What's this down to? 23%! It was 100% before. One storm took it down to 23%. That's insane. Okay, let's not even bother looking at the percentages. It eats up time. See, these solar panels are getting close to pointing where the sun rises. Let's just get these repaired. As much as I'd like to look at the percentages, I don't have much time before sunrise. So I am going to need to manufacture some more steel. It was a big, massive problem earlier. It should be much easier now. I should simply be able to put some fuel in there, just create a canister of fuel, and then just once it's roaring, once the initial roar starts to die down, just turn on the active vent, get some atmospheric gases in there and boost the pressure like crazy. That should just send everything insane, not everything crazy. And what I can do is get some Invar and some Constantan. So that'll be the next big thing. I'm not just going to furnace for a big steel amount, which I will get another like 1,000 steel. But I'll also grab some. I'll get some of those more advanced alloys. It'll allow me to make make the mods and upgrade all my machines and things like that. Okay, so all this is on. I'm going to turn it off. I was hoping to find another organic trader. Oh, I left this on. Oh dear, I didn't mean to do a gas capture. I didn't mean that. Oh, I wonder how that affected the temperature of my tanks. In particular, I want to keep an eye on my hydrogen tank because 32 megapascals. But yeah, that might have. Oh no, 28 degrees. Okay, gas capture was probably a good thing. I'm slowly running down the temperature of this room. I actually, because my carbon dioxide is still really cool, I probably want to run the temperature up high. So when I do a gas swap, yeah, because this CO2 is just going to slowly get cooler and cooler and cooler as time goes by. Mainly because I got radiators on it. How's the efficiency of this? Yeah, negative 34 degrees now. My X is great. Okay, so we'll go. I'll throw a duct tape in here. Excess duct tape. I guess crops. Yeah, I'm going to turn the cooler off. I wouldn't mind knowing the oxygen composition of the air. I do wonder if some plants produce more oxygen than others, or produce it at a faster rate. I remember seeing on a YouTube video once someone saying that ferns were better than the other crops for oxygen, but honestly, in all my experiments, I've never noticed a difference between the ferns and every other plant. It just like every plant produces oxygen at the same rate. As far as I can tell, I haven't done proper testing though. I'm just kind of guessing. So I don't need to waste time harvesting every type of plant there is. I'm just going to harvest the soybeans so I can expand the amount of potatoes and the amount of tomatoes I have. So I've just cleared 3 plots, and I can go 1, 2, 3. So I can harvest the tomatoes and then replant them. So I'm just going to triple my potatoes and tomatoes every time. I'm just going to leave the rest out. I don't actually need them. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to let the temperature run up a little bit. Yeah, because by the time I do a gas swap, flush the gases out and put a bunch of new gases in, that carbon dioxide will be really cold. It could be down to close to the 20-degree mark. So I want the air in here to be hotter so that when I mix the carbon dioxide with whatever air is left, I'll bring the pressure down to like 30 or 40 kilopascals. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's instant because there's no atmosphere on this side. I'll bring the pressure down to 30 or 40 kilopascals and then fill the rest with carbon dioxide. So if I have hot air in there and I mix cold carbon dioxide in, I should end up with a decent temperature air. So yeah, I'm going to just let this tick up, let this grow, get up to like the 40 mark. This doesn't need to be on. Not that I'm having power woes or anything. Those 8 tracking solar panels, honestly, are just bringing so much power in. It's crazy. Vulcan is fantastic for solar power. I've got the wind power there. I thought, every time there's a storm, I can get a big boost of power, but it hasn't even been needed. I probably went overboard on the power. I'm used to other planets where you kind of need to go crazy. Like on Venus, I used to have so many wall coolers all over the place, and they just draw so much power that I need extra power. I need a ton. Okay, so what I was doing was I was getting ready to do a greenhouse expansion, or at least put the infrastructure in place for a greenhouse expansion. I need more steel sheets. I think that's what I was producing last time. This has got iron in it. I might just keep an eye on this. It's slowly dropping. I got to remember, even though I've got 4 radiators, I've got 25,000 moles in there, and the pipes themselves are holding another. If I can find a place to point at the pipe, it's holding another 6,500. So it's 30 It's over 31,000 moles of carbon dioxide I'm trying to cool down. These steel sheets actually take quite a bit of time to make. How many did I want? 26? There we go. So those 26 steel sheets are for the 13 steel frames. I actually only needed 12 frames. I'm sure I'll make use of this missing frame. Honestly, I can start extending my base that way. I could extend my power array. I kind of feel like I can do anything I want at this stage, which is not a good thing. The other project is I want to move the monitor. So I definitely want a wall. Not a steel wall, kit wall. I actually never use these other walls: flat wall, geometric wall, arch wall. I should. I mean, I play the game for the challenge. I don't play it to just build stuff. I've done more than my fair share of hours doing that in Minecraft before. I'm not particularly interested in the sandbox aspect of games at the moment. Maybe I'll get the sandbox bug later on, and I'll want to build a fantastic creation. At the moment, I'm kind of just like I'm just enjoying the being kind of stressed out. Like, oh no, I got to do this, I got to do that. I love the fact in this game that you have to kind of prioritize. First, I do this, then I do this, then I do that. Working out what your priorities are and doing things in the order. And just having to get everything done really quickly and efficiently. So this monitor here has to be moved. Now I'm going to just let these these kit walls just pile up for a while. I want my monitor in a place where I can see what I'm doing. I want to be able to honestly stand out there near the communications, look in this window and see the temperature. So what about through here? No. Is this going to be annoying if I stick it here? It'll be right in the walkway. I'm just trying to find a good place to stick just a clear window, and I want to stick that monitor on the clear window. I guess the thing about these iron frames, like, they kind of look a bit ugly. I can fix them up by sticking walls down below, or some kind of flooring. The other thing is to look through here and see it there. That might actually be better. I don't want to block the nitrogen. Oh, right here. I'm not using this space. If I stick a composite window right here, is that the back of the window, the front of the window? See, these things, they look really cool. I love this, and they're stronger. They're much stronger than the steel counterparts. So the problem with a wall here is it blocks my cupboard. I could pull some Minecraft nonsense and put the monitor on there, then take the wall away, and the monitor will stay there floating, suspended in midair. I really hate doing that. I need 28 just for the, yeah. I need 28 of these things just for the roof. So what was it I needed? 31, I believe, yeah. Well, I've got 31s, 31 glass, so yeah. Let's grab my plastic back, and I should need an angle grinder. If I get more, not a big deal. So it was 28 plus 11, wasn't it? Right, why did I count 31? It should be more than that. 28 for the roof, plus another 7, plus another 4. It's 11 plus 28. Why did I make only 31 glass? I'm an idiot. 28 plus 11 is 39. I need 39 plastic, 39 glass, and 39 of these things. So I've just got 38. I need one more. Yeah. I need one more plastic. Plastic. Oops, there we go. Oh, plastic only eats up half a... Yeah, plastic is cheap. Plastic's great. That's why steel walls, not the windows, but the actual walls, are fantastic. They're so cheap. They take 2 plastic, but that's fine. That's just 1 silicon. So 1 silicon, 1 steel, and you get this wall which can withstand 300 pascals of pressure. It's nighttime. I have to get out there.
Hydration critical.
Windows are really expensive, silicon-wise. I just drank. How can my hydration be critical already? 38, 39. Okay, so I got my 39 walls, my 13, I only needed 12. 12 frames, yeah, okay, I should be able to greenhouse this thing. I'm gonna stick walls over top of the iron walls on the inside. That's what I should do with my iron walls. The iron walls I'm not using. Interesting. Yeah. I see the crops are done already. Wow. I want to quickly go in there and increase my number of tomatoes. What's the temperature? It's fine. I'm just getting more and more tomatoes. I might replace these outside rows with tomatoes, so I can clearly see from all angles the red fruit when it's ready. So yeah, how am I gonna? Yeah, I actually don't need that many on the roof. Yeah, we'll figure this out later. Let's just get. I'm just turning 3 tomatoes into 9 tomatoes right now. And like I said, I think not that one because it has bad lighting. But I'll remove these ones here. Um, Unfavorable lighting. This one has good lighting. So the good thing about doing this at night is I can actually see which ones have the unfavorable lighting. Once I expand the base, I can change the placement of the grow lights and hopefully get to a situation where all the plants have favorable lighting. So that's unfavorable, unfavorable. I think all these outside ones have unfavorable lighting, which is the pain. However, oops, I can get these 4. I can make these 4 tomatoes, and they're kind of viewable from the outside. No, actually, I'll do these. I just want to be able to see the red fruits from the outside. That's all. Not a very organized system. Okay, my potatoes are done. I'm going to turn 3 potato plants into 9 potato plants. These look the same as soy, to be honest. It doesn't matter where I put these. So I'm just creating room for the potatoes so I can grow them. I mean, soy is not that bad. It gives the soy oil. Now I've got potatoes and soy, I can actually make French fries. If I needed food, that's what I'd be doing right now. Let's also... These have favorable lighting, don't they? There we go. That's all I want to do in here. In terms of... I've wasted a lot of the night harvesting. 22 moles per square. So the oxygen is getting good. 7% oxygen. Next big harvest, I'm going to get a ton of oxygen, and then I can make some fuel for my furnace, some fuel mix. All going to be good. I'll have to go mining, get myself a big amount of iron and coal. I'll also grab nickel. Yeah, my water supply. I don't want my guy panting the entire time. I think before I get a fuel mix, I give myself some more water. So there we go. But yeah, really ripping through the water supply very quickly just by drinking. Something I should keep an eye on. 291. It hasn't moved, honestly. The water there hasn't moved. I should reverse my volume pump and suck some out so I've got more drinking water. I'll do that if I need it. If I absolutely need it. Where's the solar panels? Yeah, I should have plenty of time. I just checked the direction of the solar panels to see how close the sun is to coming up. Okay, so this looks really cool from the outside. I've got this horrible volcanic planet and there's this beautiful lush greenhouse here. I'm going to move some of this dirt out of the way, as always, and there's coal there. So let's do that first. Let's just clear away this dirt. Pick up any materials. The coal is actually good now since I'm moving on to steel as my new building material. I'm going to have a half iron, half steel base, which is going to look very, very ugly. If it annoys me too much, I can rework it so that everything's made out of steel. So I just don't want to trap any materials. Also, this is actually a fantastic little coal deposit, or it has been. I've already pulled quite a lot of coal out of here. I'm also going to be using up this block here, so I want to get rid of this. I'm glad the terrain is updating. Oh, there's some copper under there. Didn't know that. Is there any more? Just one little piece. Oh no, there's a crevice here with a ton of copper in there. So let's just make sure there's no more coal. I don't mind sucking up coal. I'm about to use it. Well, not about to, but it's pretty soon. My first big batch of oxygen is going to go towards making water to top up my water tank so I don't die of thirst. My next big batch after that will be going into fuel so I can make steel. I'm just using my jetpack all the time now. It's not an issue. So these are the steel frames. And yeah, they only cost two steel each. And only one steel to fully upgrade airtight. Wait, did I get the number of frames wrong? Oh my god, I miscounted like crazy. When I rewatch this video later, I'm gonna be yelling at myself. I need 3 more steel frames. How did I make such a easy mistake? It's crazy. Yeah, these things are much better than iron. If you can easily make steel, then yeah, you go steel frames, steel walls, steel everything. So the only difference between these steel frames and iron frames is they're cheaper. They just cost less overall. Cost less iron overall. Obviously they cost more coal, but what other uses are there for coal apart from using it as an emergency backup power supply if you're in deep trouble? So I need 3 more steel frames, 6 more steel sheets. No, not a problem. I should do that right now, but so I'm just going to get these iron walls, iron windows in place. I'm going to just do this silly style. Don't need that on. And I don't know how this lines up, but yeah, let's get the roof in place. The black hole is rising. Oh, no, don't put it up there. I did waste a lot of the night harvesting plants. I could have been out here doing this instead. So, yeah, look at that. They look so good. I actually like to double line my base, so both the inside and the outside look amazing. Um, and it's actually very obvious which ones you've put plastic on and which ones you haven't. With the iron, it's hard to tell. You kind of have to go and hover over it and check. If I put iron on this yet, with these, it's just, if it's white, it's got plastic on it. Simple. Okay, good, good, good. It's almost 300 degrees out here. I really should get indoors. Just want to get this last little bit done. It looks so much better. Let's put these in place. So that whole wall is done. It's almost 400 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll do the roof later. The roof is gonna be annoying because, oops, I need to reposition those grow lights. So that's why it's gonna be annoying. Yeah, just checking to make sure I haven't leaked any gases in at any point. What's the temperature in there? So it's slowly rising. That's what I wanted. I can see red. I can see that crops are ready already. Crazy. How many more frames? How did I miscount that? I don't get it. Okay, 3 steel frames, 6 steel sheets. I'll get these. I'll spread my tomatoes more. Let's go to the interior. I'll also check to see how much oxygen I have per slot. I just want to upgrade this greenhouse, make it much bigger, fit a heck of a lot more plants in here, and get bigger chunks of oxygen. Just convert bigger chunks of carbon dioxide into oxygen every time I do a gas swap.
Power low.
Of course it is, because I'm running my suit lights all the time. 25 moles per square. So that's what? 250, 325 moles of oxygen are currently in this base. That's pretty cool. Why is there nothing here? Did I clear these but not... Did I clear these spots but not actually planted them? What? Okay, so because I pulled the tomato and the potato out here. I didn't... Okay. I could actually have more oxygen, but I'm an idiot. I didn't replant in all the spots. Now I'm going to line this entire wall, even the bad spots. So these bits with tomato. Actually, no, that was really silly. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Let's just... Oh, and those 2 spots as well. Okay, I left a lot unharvested, a lot unplanted last time, which is I shouldn't do. Oh, okay, look, I didn't wake up too long ago, and my brain is... I just ate a tomato. No! Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I right-clicked instead of left-clicked, and it ate the tomato. I mean, plants are currently infinite, so it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna put tomatoes here, stuff it. It's not the biggest deal that I accidentally just ate one of my tomatoes, but yeah, obviously not the best way to play. Oh, I've got more tomatoes there. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Oh, well, I'm dropping him on the ground now. Yeah. It's so silly. So stupid. Let's just tomato all these. What is that? That's potato. Three. I've obviously got a ton of plants. It's not a big deal. 2, 3. Damn it, if I had one more tomato, I could fill that perfectly. Oh well, nothing I could have done about it. I'm kind of just ridding myself of these soybeans now. Why couldn't I accidentally eat a soybean? To be honest, I want soybeans still. It's potatoes I don't need. Once you got a stack of 20 potatoes, you're laughing. Just fill those in. I'm just going to take 20 with me and just replant these. I shouldn't have bothered hacking all these up. These aren't planted. I was going to fill all these with potatoes, but yeah. Well, I've harvested nearly everything, so let's just get the rest while I'm here. I don't want to be in here harvesting plants because it doesn't achieve anything. I've got infinite plants. You know, it's not an issue. I'm just going to leave those out like that. So should I do a gas swap? I'm going to wait till the temperature goes up. But yeah, it's now 28 oxygen per square. So 10 squares is 280, and then add 3 more lots of 28. Oh no, it's only 27 in here. Oh no, 28. It's 27 right here, but it's 28 everywhere else. Oh, not there. Anyway, it's a lot of oxygen I've got now. Once I get that into my main tank, I'll be pretty happy. Water is my issue, though I have got 291 moles sitting in here. I've only got 60 moles there and 2 water bottles, so I've only got 4 water bottles worth of water left, which is basically only slightly more than my starting water. Okay, I need 3 steel frames, 6 steel sheets. The black hole is almost set. Let's create steel sheets now. But yeah, the steel does take a bit longer to make than the iron. That's the other thing. You can pump out a bunch of iron stuff very quickly. These steel sheets are not as quick as iron. Sometimes not being as quick is better, because you can just start it on a big build and then just walk off. But not in this case. Okay, let's get our backsides outside. And yeah, so what I'm going to do this expansion is I'm just going to stick an active vent in here. I'm going to completely evacuate the area, just rid it of all gases, and then I'm just going to break through one of these walls and just let the gas mix. So I've got 13 spots in there with 100 kilopascals, and I'm adding to it another 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it'll end up equalizing the pressure at about 40. But while I'm doing this, the moment I'm going to switch this on, so carbon dioxide's flooding in as I break through the window. So I should be able to keep the pressure quite high throughout. I don't think it's going to be too big a thing. I'm not going to break the window, obviously. So yeah, I love these hexagonal window patterns. I think they're pretty cool. Next thing I need to do is the roof. I've done those already. I just have to do the rest of these. Then I have to get an active vent in here, sucking air out. So I just trapped myself in, didn't I?
Filter low.
Oh, just lost a filter. That's fine. Wait, but I lost this ages ago. Why aren't you telling me now? Anyway, so this looks like it's completely sealed. I don't think I've missed a single one. Looks good to me. Now I have to rip one open so I can get out. What's going to be more convenient? I'm going to have to use my jetpack no matter what. Sorry. So we'll do this one. And so what I want to do is I need to get an active vent in there, and I can just put it right on that window right here, basically, where I cut it open, and just run the pipe straight to my pipe system. That's pretty cool. And then just suck out all the air. When it's all sucked out, yeah, I'll be ready to break through. So what I'll do is, yeah, and I've got power right there. I'll put the active vent, set it all up, start it running, and then close this window off. And then all I just have to do is I just have to look at this pipe, and the moment it says NA and there's no trickle coming in, I know that it's a vacuum in there. I think, that's probably the best way to do it. I mean, I could put a gas sensor in there and detect the pressure and everything, but I think I'd be fine. Okay, so I just need active vent and pipes, and hook all this stuff up. I'm tempted to turn this into a proper airlock, because I'm really worried that I'm going to accidentally hit that button before I've switched this on. If I'm in a rush or something, I can just race through and let a bunch of atmosphere in my base by accident. I do need another filter. Luckily my iron is currently isolated because it was creating duct tape. Let's get that filter right now. I also need active vent gold and copper in here. So I also need pipes, but I should have a ton of these still. I don't have a ton of these. Where are all my pipes gone? What is this down to? Negative 52. That cooler is going to be very effective. And that's 36.6. I got to do something about that monitor and the fact that it's not ideally located. Honestly, it's almost better for me to just put it in the middle of the floor. I know it needs to be stood upright though. I'll find a solution for it very soon. Anyway, let's get this back in here. If I want to upgrade these machines, I need constant tan. Just drunk. How is it critical already? It's nuts. Why am I going through so much water? Is there some hidden game mechanic I don't know about? Or is this just naturally how quickly you go through water this game? It's crazy. Switch out my battery. I'm assuming the tomatoes are all done in there. Yeah, I can see red. What was I doing? Active vent. Vent, active vent. Maybe because I'm drinking so much. Maybe I'm not quite out of the woods yet. I mean, I can keep running my life total down. So yeah, the active vent needs to go on the other side of this wall, which means I need to stick a wall on the other side, pointing in. Let's just make some pipes out of here. I'm not fully comfortable just yet, but I'm not far away from being fully comfortable. I mean, I'm drinking at the moment. The moment my water runs out, I'm not running my life total down anymore. So anyway, this should look prettier. Okay, anyway, let's have a think about this. The pipe's going to come from the bottom. The electrics are going to go from the top. I either need more cable or I need more pipe. I'm going to go for more pipe, I think. And I'm just going to have this popping up like that. And this pipe is going to connect to... Whoa, what just happened? Oh, whoops. This pipe's going to connect to that pipe like this. And the active vent's going to pop up through there. And the wires need to come up and around. And I'm pretty sure I do not have enough cable. Let's have a look. Oh, come on. There we go. That'll do. So it's going to go up and around. Where's the active vent going to be? It's going to be there. Honestly, it's easier for me to cable this when I'm in there. I'm just worried about not having enough cables. Do I have exactly enough cables? Okay, wasn't an issue. Yep, I just need this to turn the other way. And the only way I'm going to do that is to put a wall on the other side. Or a window. Let's open this, close this. Now we can open this safely. Let's get over there. And I can't put this down because I need a wall. So let's, yeah, that'll do. Bam. If I used a wall, I wouldn't need to. Yeah, we're just going to do the window. I was just thinking, if I used a wall, I wouldn't need to put the plastic on. it would actually just work. So there we go, active vent all set up, ready to go. I can start sucking stuff out of here. Now I want it to not push out but pull in. So when I activate this, it's going to suck air straight down, but the moment I close this off, come on, it's just only going to suck from inside. This is a good way for me to check to see if there's any holes in the windows. Is there any air molecules rushing around out here? No, it's just pulling air out of the room. I'm just creating a vacuum in there. So I'm just going to let that run. Is that terrifying black hole? My water's run out. No, don't open the door. Open the active vent. I finished my vent thing. Yeah, my filter. I didn't put this filter away though after I used it, which I'll do now. Let's drink some water. But yeah, my tank is about to have very little in it. Like 5 moles left in there. So water, that'll slowly fill up. This will slowly deplete. I am basically virtually back to my starting water now. And these plants are not using water. What I might do is reverse the volume pump, just turn it around so it's pointing the other way. It's actually going to be hard to hook that up. I'll have to put it on its side and have the cable go up and over. But put the volume pump, turn it around, and pump some of the water out of the greenhouse. I might have to do that. 37.9. I'm purposefully letting that temperature run up because I'm about to run carbon dioxide in there, which is still not as cold as I thought it would be. I can harvest those tomatoes now if I want. I'm going to have to move those lights. And one thing that I'm desperately lacking right now is cables. So yeah, I might pump some water out of the greenhouse just so I feel a little more comfortable. Close that. I've only got 18 gold left. Wow. When I look for another trader to get more crops, I'm going to need gold for the logic boards. I think I've got a bunch of logic in there already. By a bunch, probably like 3 or so. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. It's fine for now. We have to do a H2 combust, so I've got no choice. What is this down to? It's just going down so slowly. I'm gonna segregate this. How much am I actually storing in these pipes? 18,000 moles are in the pipes. Another 74,000 in here. I got an enormous amount of hydrogen. I'm gonna break these pipes. Chuck a valve or something there. A valve will do. I don't need a volume pump. I just need a valve to separate the pipes so it's only cooling one pipe section. And by doing that, I can get some more rapid cooling. I'm at the point where I need water, and I can't wait for this to slowly go down anymore. So I'm just going to break this pipe here. I'm going to chuck a valve on it. Oh, come on. That'll do. It starts shut. No, there's no fluid flow between this section and that section. And what we should see is this thing cooling down at a much faster rate than it has been. and it's not. It's still going 43.4. I guess it is 18,000 moles, isn't it? What's in here? Okay, so here's the other thing I can do, is I can put just a little bit of hydrogen into here. As long as it doesn't go into the mixer, it's fine. There's not going to be any boom. So let's just get a little bit of hydrogen in here, and we'll stick the radiator on there and just radiate that bit. Because honestly, this is going to still, even though I've stuck a valve on. This is 43.6 before, now it's 43.1. So it is dropping, but it's not dropping fast enough for my liking. I want to get all this oxygen turned into water. So I'm going to pump a ton of pressure. How much do I actually need? I'm going to pump a ton of hydrogen into that little pipe there and have this radiator cooling it as it's coming in constantly. So we'll do that. There, these valves came in handy. I got a battery there that's full. Speaking of batteries, I should. That one was fine, but some of these batteries are 0, like that one, and that one's at 6, and this one is at 60, and that one's full. That's fine. So I want to just come on. Yeah, no, this is how I charge batteries. If I had a bunch of bigger batteries just floating around, much of these large batteries, or ideally nuclear batteries, but that's a long, long way off. I'll probably stop playing before I get to nuclear batteries. But if I did have a bunch of nuclear batteries, I would just have a battery charger, just constantly on charging. That way I can just swap out all my batteries with existing batteries. I could set that up, actually. I could just make a bunch of large batteries and use nothing but large batteries from now on, and just have a battery charger just holding all my batteries. That would work fine. Temperature 41.7. It's getting there. I'm about to pump carbon dioxide in, so I want to know what temperature my carbon dioxide is. 24.3. That's good. Is there a trickle coming in here still? It doesn't say anything. I may have evacuated this room. I might just be able to rip a hole in the window. I'm going to let it run for a little longer. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to do an oxygen swap first, make sure I capture all the oxygen. I'll probably harvest all my plants before I break a window open. So I might do that now. I'll just harvest a whole lot, just sweep the whole thing clean of plants, just so there's no danger to a whole bunch of my plants dying. Then I'll break the window open, and then we'll see what we have there. I actually have to redo my entire setup. And I need a bunch more hydroponics, which means I need a bunch more iron. I need to go mining. And it's almost nighttime. Okay, some of these tomatoes, the ones that have ample lighting, they will have fully grown by the time I finish mining. Okay, so that's the project. Get a ton of iron to make hydroponics. What is this? This is soybean. I'm going to replace those with tomatoes. I honestly like having a greenhouse full of tomatoes. It's the color. It's the red. Like, the plants are green, and then when they're ready, they're red. And you can just look inside, even from a distance away outside, and you can just know, oh, they're ready to harvest. The thing is, I'm not actually going to be harvesting plants anymore. Not really. I don't need these. I mean, I could make tomato soup with these tomatoes. It's 10 tomatoes per tomato soup. But honestly, I don't want to store cans of food. I mean, it would be nice to fill up those 2 empty cans. I can do that. Um, let's just chuck a soybean here. Um, but yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just wasting my time. I'm wasting mining time. Yeah, I'm still in here. I wanted to do whoa, I almost cleared it. I wanted to do a gas swap, get all the oxygen out of here. That's a potato. Um, I would like some extra potatoes. Oh, I thought it was a potato. There it is. No, it's a soybean. It's a potato. There we go. Let's get soybean. Let's replace all those with tomatoes. Ah, accidentally. I thought I had the other one selected. Whatever. Let's just harvest all my potatoes. I would like to have a spare stack of potatoes floating around in my cupboard over there. That's soybeans. That's potato. That's already been planted. Potato. The rest is soy, right? Are there any more potatoes? These aren't even... Okay, we'll put potatoes here. I can't seem to find any of my potatoes. I know, I said I wasn't going to bother harvesting them, and here I am harvesting them. I just want to get potatoes down. There we go, I have spare potatoes floating around. These are all soy, aren't they? I want to get my extra potatoes down. I've got so many potatoes. I want to just put those 5 potatoes down, and I'll have exactly 5 spots to do it. Here we go. 1, 2. There we go. Let's go outside. Let's go mining. Wasted so much time. Oh, actually, I'm past the hour mark. I could probably stop here. The temperature in here is a little too high. And if I'm going to go out mining, I don't want to risk plants dying. So I'm going to put the wall cooler on. If it is still heating up, that'll slow down the rate of heating up. If it's cooling down, I've got plenty of leeway because the temperature is 42.8. It should be slowly dropping with that cooler on. I'll know in a second. Yeah, 42.7. So it's slowly dropping down. Quick. Okay, yeah, I've already got a stack of potatoes here, and I got 2 stacks of tomatoes. I'll have another stack of potato. Two stacks is fine. I want to put my extra walls and stuff somewhere. I don't need to be walking around carrying these. And I want to rip that wall out. But yeah, iron is what I need. Look at this. Iron, 130. That's 13 hydroponic trays. I need a lot more than 13. So let's get our backsides out there. There's already been a storm ages ago. I mean, recently, so I don't have to worry about a storm hitting me. I don't have a beacon though. I would really like a beacon. It's too late for me to do that now. I'm just going to stay close to base and find an iron deposit fairly close by. Yeah, like this one. The terrain's not updating. Oh, there we go. Where is my base? Is it? It's over there. So it's actually quite a nice iron deposit. Looks like there's quite a bit here. I actually can start accumulating nickel now. Okay, that's not me opening up a ravine, that's just a bug, terrain glitching, a terrain update bug. However, I've got my jetpack on permanently, basically. Just don't care if I eat through propellant. You saw how much hydrogen I had. It's like 74,000 in that tank. But yeah, if I start accumulating nickel, that would work. I would like 2 stacks of nickel. One for Constantin, one for Invar. And if I pick up more coal, that would actually also be good. As I recall, there was nickel on top of the mountain. Well, not the mountain, on top of the little hill, which is blocking my sun. So I should go and get that. My main priority is not that. I was just grabbing it because it was convenient. My main priority is, of course, iron. But yeah, if there's nickel nearby, I'll grab it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. Okay, let's just ensure that I don't drop bits of ore all over the place. Yeah, look at all this iron I've picked up. This is fantastic. I'm going to need a lot of hydroponics though. Heck of a lot. I do want to run all these through the furnace as well, and then arc furnace them inside. I would actually like that coal. It's a big coal deposit here. And I want like 5 stacks of coal for the next big steel. Next amount of time I make steel. I'm making water first before I make steel, so it's not in a major rush to get the coal. Let's just get all these out of the way. Picking up a bit of coal here and there where it's convenient is not a bad thing. But yeah, there's a big coal deposit here. I should clear all this this layer of dirt away so I can easily find it next time. There's still tons more iron here as well. I've just picked up, what is it, over 350 iron in a very short period of time. So I'm just clearing this thing out of the way so it's easier for me to find. Much easier for me to find everything. So I should be able to find this coal and iron deposit very quickly. 30%. So I'm still picking up iron. What have I got? 400 iron. Oh, this is great, this place. Look at this. I'm gonna stop here, go back and 45, 50. Yeah, that's a clean amount. So I'm gonna go back and run this through the furnace. The sun is just about to come up any second now. It's gonna be up in just a moment. So yeah, the nickel is great. Let's get this cobalt miles away because that's not what I want. I'm gonna get this coal in position, ready for steel. I'm gonna stick this nickel here. This copper's a pain. Do I have any gases in there? I do. What's the temperature in there? Tons of temperature in there. Tons of temperature. It's a fairly high temperature, so I can just run all this ore straight through, which is what I'm going to do. When this one falls through, I'm going to grab this one and basically say you're ready for arc furnacing, and I'm just going to continue this process until I've done it all. Thank you. You're ready for the arc furnace. Just continue this process until I'm done. You're ready for the arc furnace. No, black hole, hang on. Just slow down. I actually don't need this much iron. I'm going to make a lot of hydroponic trays, but not that many. How many have I got? No. This is all arc furnacing. 100, 200, 300. That's 30 hydroponic trays, plus what I've already got. I'm going to cap it there. This copper I'll do later. I don't know what to do with that cobalt. That 2 cobalt ore I accidentally picked up. Okay, that space that I was vacuuming out would be well and truly vacuumed by now. There shouldn't even be any slight traces of anything in there. So I can go and open up that window. Check the temperature really quick. Slowly dropping. Yeah. Now, the reason I went on a big mining spree was because I want iron. And why do I want iron? So I can make more hydroponic trays. Whoa, hydroponic trays. There we go. And they just require 10 iron each. So basically at this point, I need to go in there and, yeah, I need to go in there and do a lot of stuff. Big oxygen swap, or gas swap, not oxygen swap. I need to arc furnace this. I don't want to do the big gas swap until the temperature is high. So what I'm going to do is wait for this iron to finish, start a new iron, start these hydroponic trays going, and then I'm going to rush in there. I think harvest all the plants, the whole lot. Grab that, we'll start that, we'll chuck this in here, we'll start these, we'll rush in here. No, I want to turn off the cooler first. It doesn't matter. Actually, if I put cool oxygen in my tank, it'll be maybe better. Then I don't have to cool it down so much.
Hydration critical.
We're now up to 6%, 16% oxygen, which is good. Which is really good. So the plan is actually piling these things up. The plan, I guess, is, yeah, you can keep cooling actually, I don't mind. Plan is rip up all my plants, a whole lot of them. And that way when I do this bust the window, if something goes horribly wrong, I don't lose any crops at all. So that's going to be what my next project, when I pick up next time, I'm going to stop here. Just rip all these up, open this up, stick a new atmosphere in here of pure carbon dioxide, and then yeah, go in and complete the hydroponic trays and the iron and everything, and reset this room up. I have to actually rip up all these things in order so I don't lose any water along the way. Actually, do I? I probably don't. If I just rip up these, a lot of water will be kept here and here. So no, I don't need to rip it all up. I just need to rip up these end bits and extend them along. Okay, yep. So that's my plan. First, pull up all the plants, rip up those walls and windows, re-carbon dioxide the room, and do a hydroponic shuffle all at the same time. Okay, I'm going to call it there and put a stop to it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.